everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 31 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play Create Above and Beyond series, where I'm getting shot with shulker things. Shulker things, please. How did you find me all the way over here? I hate you, shulker things. I do. Hey, look what I found. It's a big end city. Yay. I've barely explored it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of beelining for the thing that I was after, which is this guy right here. Found one of those island ship dudes. So excited about that. Wanted to record the part where I, got in there and did the thing. So I think I should be able to ender pearl directly to those stairs. Nice. That's what's up. Sweet. Any more of these dudes gonna give me trouble? Yeah, buddy. Alright, cool. So, yeah, it took me a while to find one, but I just kind of kept looking between episodes and eventually got there, which is cool. How many of these shulker shells do we need? Only 2 to make a shulker box? That's not bad. That's not bad. And we can also turn them into levitation lubricant from more minecarts. Huh. Okay, cool. Hey, instant health potions. Don't mind if I do. And I assume we'll find an elytra in here. I see it. Booyah. Elytra time. That's cool. That's cool. The sky's the limit. Nice. Alright, cool. So the elytra is neat in that it can make the magic feather, which is a charm that grants creative mode flight when you're within beacon range. So we've already got one beacon back at our base, which is cool. But setting up a beacon gives us creative flight. That's pretty awesome. Not too shabby. We can also combine it with the Eternal Stella to get an indestructible version of the elytra. We can repair it with Phantom Membranes. Yep, we can throw enchants on it. And that's pretty much it. So I will probably use this one to make the Magic Feather Charm. What do we got here? Protection 4 and Mending. Another rubber duck. I got a lot of rubber ducks, I ain't gonna lie. Protection 4 and Cursed. Ooh, a music disc, though. That's cool. That's cool. Another buddy card pack. That should be fine. Buddy card pack. You can go in there with these guys. All right, neat. I'm going to call that, end mission complete. Happy to have found the end city. What I'm going to do now is make the long trek back to my base, courtesy of this ender staff. And I'll meet you guys when we get back home to our main base. Hey, today I learned I can't put shulker boxes inside backpacks. I was like, hey, I'm going to put this on my backpack, and then I'll have it... Oh, I guess I can't do that. I guess it's not allowed. Okay, well, that's good to know at least. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do real quick, only because inventory is definitely a problem, I'm going to quickly... How am I for... Let me get some cobalt ingots cooked up. Only because I think that would be cool. Now, if my math is correct, that's, a healthy amount of cobalt ingots. 1 block, 1 ingot. Nice. I'm going to real fast I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to replace all my barrels in there with cobalt barrels. And, yeah, we'll be right back. All right, how's this look? A little bit nicer? I think it looks a little bit nicer, right? So, they're not that much bigger than the arcane barrels. They're only 9 more slots, I guess. But 9 more slots is 9 more slots. Some of them we still need, 2 sets of barrels for, like the mob drops one. I have a lot of mob drops, what can I tell you? And miscellaneous junk also. We have a lot of that. But everything else kind of fits all in one, so that's cool. We may at some point need another, one of these, but it's all good. All right, on to Chapter 3A. All right, so here's my plan. I'm going to set up 3 Phytogenic Insulators so that we can turn poise bushes into tall poise bushes into poise clusters, and then poise clusters back into poise bushes. So it's going to be a chain, like 3 next to each other, boom, 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 all doing the thing, okay? Then what I'm going to have is going to be pretty straightforward. We're just going to snag a stack of the talls whenever we want to make Enderium, right? I don't think we have to go too crazy with this. So I'm going to want 3 Phytogenic Insulators, and I decided I want to make 2 induction smelters. So I'm going to craft these off camera real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, now before we can actually make our phytogenic insulators, we're going to need lumium. Lumium is made only in an alloying inside the smeltery. I don't see a way to make lumium otherwise. So, like, if we looked here, we would see basically lumium ingots just come from nuggets or blocks and dust. And the dust only comes from pulverizing, so I don't really see another way. And I don't see an induction smelter way either. So with that said, I think the only way to do this is with casting lumium. So we're going to need an ingot of silver, an ingot of copper, and some energized glowstone to make molten lumium. So 1 bucket of energized glowstone comes from 4 dust. So it's 114. But remember, silver only comes from coins, and you only get a nugget's worth. So if I want an ingot of silver, we're going to need a lot of coins. So this should be, let's see, that's 63, so that should be 9 or 7. 7 ingots worth? How am I doing on coins over here, by the way? We're at 31 coins. That's not bad. Almost at half a stack. That's not bad. I'll take that. So let's look at the quests for the silver piece just to kind of knock that out. Dissolved. You want a copper can of molten silver. So we should be able to pull that off. If I just did that and put you all in there, kind of ready-ish to go. And then, do I still have some copper cans from last time I did this? It's an exceedingly good question. I have no idea. I do! Hooray! Now, is there a way to fill this? Like, if I did this, would you fill? You will! Hooray! Nice. Alright, cool. So you've got your quest completion now? Sweet. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So we've got 6 ingots worth here, right? From our coins. And I'm just going to turn this on. Heads. Oh, neat. You can right-click it and it heads or tails is it. That's awesome. That is funny. I was never aware of such a thing. Sweet. Alright, cool, cool. So you're going to do your processing. I might snag this many of the coins from there. You know, we're going to need a lot of silver, right? So we're just doing that. We're just being ready. So with that said, and you know what? I'm going to turn you off for a minute, because we do need some silver ingots, but we also need some of these ingots to be ready to turn into lumium. If my math is correct, we need... Wow, actually, I don't know if I want... I'm now questioning whether or not I want 3 phytogenic insulators. That's going to be very silver pricey, because we need 8 lumium ingots per phytogenic insulator. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. Right? I'm going to go ahead and get 1 phytogenic insulator, and then we'll use the 1 phytogenic insulator to do the looping for us. Deal? Deal. While we're here, let's go ahead and get 4 buckets worth of lava. How are we doing on lava, by the way? Not great, not terrible. We burned through a lot, what I would say, a lot of lava melting down all the metals that we melted down. But hey, the good news is we have lots of metals to smelt. So that's cool. Alright, how are you for silver? You're getting there. We'll see in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to get these guys melting too. And what should in theory happen... Do you not melt glowstone? The only way you're going to melt is a magma crucible. Aha! Okay, today I learned. Sweet. Well, that's great to know. So we've got our 8 ingots and we've got 1 block of molten silver. Let's turn it into 8 ingots of molten silver. And then I think a magma crucible is in my very near future. Magma crucible. Good to go. Alright, should we also get some of these Invar flux ducts? It's just Invar and redstone. I think we could pull that off. But we should probably get more Invar while we're at it. Yes? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stack of you and we're going to turn you into dusts real quick, and that'll get us the Invar things that we need to get. And then while we're waiting for that, we can go ahead and use our Invar flux ducts to kind of be smarter about things. So I think I can wrench you. Can you not face downward? This may not be the best place to set all this up. Alright, good news, bad news situation. We're out of lava. I'm going to have to go get more. But I'm going to set this up like this. And then we will have our magma crucible chilling here. How's that sound? Pretty good, hopefully? Yeah. And that'll get me some power. And then I should be able to melt this down, and hopefully I can bucket it out. So while I'm waiting for that to melt, because apparently it's going to take a while, those of you who yelled at me for installing time in a bottle are about to, you know, be thankful. Did we have more reinforced integrals? I could borrow you for a minute and throw you in there. That should be fine. But I need more lava, so I'll be back in a minute once I get more. Alright, making more Invar. But I got myself a full fluid cell, so that's exciting. So just plop that dude there, set him to output out the front, and boom, lava, lava. Everybody happy. Nice, energized glowstone coming along. I'll just wait a few minutes for this to be done. Like that. Alright, so I can right-click the energized. And now, how do I get it into you? Can I do that? I can. Nice. Alright, cool. Now we've got our first ingot of Lumium. Nice. So I'll just do that a little bit, and we'll be right back-ish. That's cool. Easy peasy. Lumium for days. Alright, so that should be 8 Lumium. Nice. So now we can make our Phytogenic Insulator with a couple of Lumium gears. Nice. Alright, that ain't so bad. Yeah, so I'm definitely only making one of these. Definitely changed my plan. I'm only making one of those. Now, Invar gears won't be so bad. How are my Invars coming along? I made 16. We have 8 ready, which is exactly enough to make my first induction smelter. So that's exciting. So then you just need a blast furnace, which I can probably pull off. Let's see. I may have put away these guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep one here, because it doesn't hurt to have one here, right? And then I can blast up some stone into smooth stone kind of deal. And again, Dyer's a little impatient. Okay. So, induction smelter, blast furnace, and then a pair of sand. And then we're good, right? Sweet. That is cool beans right there. I like it. I like it. All right, now, with this stuff all put together, we can proceed, shall we? So I'm just going to put a few things away, just to, you know, inventory organizing and whatnot. So, Phytogenic Insulator. Where and how should I automate this? Should I put it out by my thing out there, or what's the dealio? And do you need sunlight? Is that a thing? I'm assuming you might need sunlight. Maybe? I don't actually know if he needs sunlight, or if the RF generates sunlight. Yeah, we'll see. Might want to move my bed. Because what I can do... Respawn point set. And then we can put our Phytogenic Insulator right here. Now, I was going to automate and loop this, though. Is that horribly painful to do? We're going to need water in him, too, aren't we? So we might want an Aqueous Accumulator. We might want one of those. Yeah, let me get one of them cooked up. Alright, Aqueous Accumulator, good to go. Right, so you need water. So let me think about how I might want to set up this automation and where I might want to put it. Alright, so here's my plan. I'm going to set up... Nope, not you. You a Stirling Dynamo to power this Phytogenic Insulator, and then we'll decide at some point soon how we want to handle this. Oh, and you know what else I should be able to do now? I think this will work. I'm hoping this will work with the Aqueous Accumulator. Can I do the modular config thing and have the Aqueous Accumulator auto output fluids? Because that would be cool. Maybe not. Aqueous Accumulator can't do that coolness. That's a bummer. I wonder if I could... You know what I could do? I have an idea. We're going to try it anyway. We're going to see what happens. This might work. This might work. You know what else I want? Is a drawer. I want a drawer. That we're going to wind up locking. Drawer. Alright. So here's what we're going to set up. Should be pretty simple. I'm going to put it by my other farming area spot, like right around here-ish somewhere. Actually, yeah, I like this little spot. And we might change this. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging this one a little bit. Just kind of winging it. Okay. So what I'm going to have is an Aqueous Accumulator here. Okay, I like that. Oh, you don't like that, huh? Okay. There you go. And then I'm going to have the Phytogenic Insulator here. Now, if I put this thing here and we said input from the bottom, boom, boom. All right, that work? I think that works. I think that works. Okay. And then we could have our Stirling Dynamo. Hey, what are you doing facing that way? Who thought that would be a good idea, Chief? Clearly, that's not the direction I wanted you to face. See, we're up to 9 coins already. I mean, that coin, it's very slow, but it works. Oh, and by the way, just real quick note on that carpenter farm dude. Oak logs give me 1 coin per operation, right? The max you can get looks like hellbark logs. So I'm going to have to figure out where hellbark comes from, because I wouldn't mind having another farm set up producing just hellbark logs for the purposes of making just coins, right? Hellbark being 8. The only other one that's even close is warped for 4. Okay? And there's a couple 3s as well, and crimson for 4 as well. But we should look into what hellbark. Is that like a sapling we have to make or something, or what's the deal? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So anyway, charcoal, boom, power, boom. And then what we want is effectively this. Oh, I forgot my actual pipes. I got everything I needed except just the pipes. And I accidentally made a stack of these instead of one of these. Or at least as much as I have resources to make. Where are my actual pipes? There we are. We're getting a little bit low on those, but not desperately so. Alright, so I've got the drawer. I've got the pipes. Yeah, that should be cool. Oh, you know what I want to get is the actual... So what do we want to produce a lot of? What we want to produce a lot of is tall poise bushes, which is the middle tier item, right? And the problem is it's poise clusters is what we get a lot of. Right? Yeah, that's going to be tricky. Ideally, a second Phytogenic Insulator would make this whole process a lot easier. But I'm trying to avoid doing that if I can. So let's just start setting this up, and then we'll see if it makes any semblance of sense, right? So I would like you to input from the top and output out the right, okay? So first off, we're just going to loop this, right? So that, let's say I have my poise bushes, and what I'm probably going to want to have is an extraction module and a round robin module, okay? And I'm thinking we'll have here could be locked. I'm going to lock him real quick. Just so that you don't actually do anything. Now, how long do you take to grow? That's a real good question. I might want to throw one of those speed-uppy dudes in there. Okay, reinforced integral components. And again, time in a bottle for YouTube purposes, right? So that's going to make tall poise bushes, right? Are you out of coal already, or are you just a little... Oh, yeah, because I tick accelerated you. I forgot. All right, so then the tall poise bush, I would like... So we're only going to get one of these, remember, right? The first time through. But the next time through, we're going to get 3. Okay? So it's going to go like this, and then it's going to go like this. All right? Now, this is the interesting part. We're going to get slime balls, which we're going to have to void, right? And we're also going to have to handle the other bits and bobs. You know what? What if I got... And I'm just going to try this, because I feel like this is going to make sense. This is a 2x2 drawer. What if I got one of you? Actually, yeah, and I want to void upgrade too, so since I have one, I'll snag it. Okay, this might work the way I want it to. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, but let's make sure it's locked for a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is one of these goes in here, and he should be allowed to insert in the top, right? So we should have him extract. So because he's locked, he should extract out the right and insert into the top. Okay. Now he can't... Actually, that's a really good question. Why are you not inserting? Yeah, why aren't you inserting into the top? Shouldn't you... Badoop badoop? Maybe it's because you don't like... Does he not like inserting into his own inventories as part of Pretty Pipes? Is like Pretty Pipes avoiding that entirely? Is there like an allow self-insert setting or something like that? Damage filter, data filter, mod filter, tag filter, redstone module filter increase. Can you not do that? Alright, I have a plan. It might be a little bit of a nutty plan, but it might, believe it or not, actually work out. So rather than you being the round robiner, I'm going to have you not connected and you be a round robiner extract. Okay? Now watch, bear with me. Alright, so I want this guy to be locked. Okay? And you go in there, and then you become an extractor. Okay? So what he should do is turn this into a poise cluster. Okay? Now the poise cluster is going to go in here. He'll get extract, and he'll turn into 3 of these guys. Okay? Which will go into there. One, 2, 3, 4. And then I want this to be round robined, right? Cool. And then you're obviously running a little too fast. Now, there might be a problem. I think we're going to overload this guy at some point. Right? So now he's going to insert, you know, 3 of these. But then we're going to get too many poise bushes coming out of this. And we might get to a point where we just get an infinite amount of poise bushes and just kind of getting stuck here. But at some point, we're going to run out of poise bushes, right? And they'll all turn into tall poise bushes, right? Now I'm going to void upgrade this, right? So we'll eventually run out of poise bushes. This becomes like a... Like, it'll triple itself, right? So it'll go from 3, becomes 9, becomes 27, but eventually we'll run out of poise bushes. And every time we craft the poise bush, well, it's going to round robin it. But it'll eventually put a poise bush in here, I think. Let's see if I'm right about this. Right? If I'm right about this, that would be cool. Because it should round robin it. right? And then these guys will all turn into these poised bush types, tier 1, right? Then the 12 of these will all turn into tall poised bushes. Most of them will go into here, okay? Because that's just the way it's going to be. Because we're going to have poised bushes in there. Okay? And then eventually 1 or 2 will cycle back. I think this works. I want to say this works. Guess we're going to find out, right? I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure what will happen is eventually all the poised... Even if we wind up with a stack of poised bushes in here, they will eventually all turn into tall poised bushes, and then at least 1 or 2 will filter into the Phytogenic Insulator, and then the process repeats. Pretty sure I'm right about this. We're going to need more charcoal, right, to power this bad boy, which won't be a problem. At some point, I'm going to, you know, be able to get this going in a little bit better manner. Just want this to run a little bit faster, right? Just so we can see and prove out my theory, right? So right now, all the tall poised bushes we're making are all going into here. 100% of them, right? But the hope is that because it's round robin, it realizes it keeps putting them in here, and then the last one to go in will hopefully go into the Phytogenic Insulator. And it looks like it did. So I think it's like, yeah, I keep putting the extras in here, but then the last one makes its way into the Phytogenic Insulator. Cool? And then you're going to do this. And then you're going to get 3. Okay. And then 2 of these 3 will go into here, and then the third one will go back into the insulator. See? And then that one's going into the drawer. And then this one should hopefully go into the insulator. Does that sound cool? Because to me it seems pretty cool. I'm just saying. So I'm going to say that's automated. I think that's right. I think I'm right about this. I really, really do. Oh, and apparently I think Phytogrow will speed this up, right? Is that an accurate assessment? Will Phytogrow speed this up? Maybe. We'll find out, I guess. Mostly I wanted speed out of it, but I don't care. Take whatever. I think this is cool. Doesn't seem to be doing much, but whatever. I'm not too worried. I think this works. Alright, so now I should be able to make some Enderium ingots, right? So if I got you, some silver, and 16 of the ender dust that's sitting over here being infinitely voided. I'm just going to get a stack. This should be Enderium time, right? I think. Right? So we're going to want 4, 16, and 4. And that should be Enderium cooking. Sweet. All right. I'm okay with this. I think this works. You guys don't belong in here. You belong in here. That's the one downside about them all looking the same. It's a little hard to tell which one's which, but it's okay. We'll be fine. All right, cool. So put you guys away. I think these guys can go away now. This guy's done. You guys can go away. I'm done farming and whatnot. And we're going to have our first piece of Enderium here already. Nice! Quest complete. So that wasn't so bad. Just like Chapter 2A, Chapter 3A was not terrible. And then we just need to induction smelt, you know, some of these. So the real trick here will be getting enough silver. So we're really going to have to, like, amp up our silver thing. I think what I'm going to do between episodes here is research a little bit where Hellbark comes from, because that would give me 8 times the amount of silver that my farm is producing. All right, so that feels like a good wrapping up point for the episode. So let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time, maybe have some Hellbark, maybe get a Hellbark farm growing. I'm going to look into what that would entail. Hopefully it's easy enough. And if it is, great. If it's not, then we'll deal with it. But at the very least, we've got Enderium ingots now. We have literally everything in place to make them. I would just like to speed up the silver ingot production line, because silver ingots are a little bit slow at this point until I find a better way to get them. Which there might be a way, but I don't know. Right? I have no idea. For now, wrapping up Point Delta 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Oh, I got some Signalum ingots from doing that. That's cool. We'll come back next time to see what's involved in Hellbark. There might even be some bulletin boardy things. Oh, I killed the spiders. There you go. 50 more silver coins. Sweet. Yeah, I used a lot of silver this episode. And we're going to need a lot more sooner than later. So, you know, yes, I can hand in a disc and get 32 more, and it's a repeatable one, right? There's ways to get more ingots. 100%, not going to lie. But we're going to have to, you know, figure it out. For now, wrapping up Point Delta 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy.